Symphony Environmental is an AIM-listed company. You'll find our shares on AIM and also on the NASDAQ. What we're looking at here is a multi-million, billion-dollar market where we're putting our technology into something like, and this is our aim, 300 million tons of plastic. We've got an awful lot of echoing. Can we improve that? Can we improve on the echo? Our business extends to something like 98 countries. This is where we've got products. We've physically got products in 98 countries. This is a high-margin business and operationally geared. That's pretty critical because our high margins just feed into the bottom line. We have growing legislation that supports our primary technology, and that's where we get all our revenues at the moment, which is D2W. And behind legislation, people want to have environmentally responsible products. And they also want to have products that can give value to the food chain. And they want products that can give value to health and hygiene. So we diversified our business. We spend serious amounts of money in R&D and product development. And we have a tire recycling project which we intend to commercialize when the time is right. So what are we looking at here? For our D2W, our oxo-biodegradable, our technology that makes plastic biodegradable, we have a market share that we're aiming to get to of around about 1.8 billion. That's where we think our market is, about 1.8 billion. And our antimicrobials, which you'll see by this particular bag, which you'll find on our stand over there, is the world's only antimicrobial bag for life. But that's not all we do. And just on the financials, we raised something like 1.57 million last November, which cleared all our debt. We're debt-free. So we got cash to execute the business plan. And that was done at a 22% premium to the share price at the time, because what's on the ticker is not what this particular investor could buy the shares at. The market might have one price, but if you want a block of shares, it is at a higher value. So the financials last year, which is the reason why the share price moved down, we showed a drop in turnover, and the main reason for that was purely timing. Operationally, our profits stayed the same, and we continued to invest an awful lot of money in R&D. And had it not been for the R&D spend of 400,000, we would have been profitable. But we choose to spend that money in R&D. We are an advanced plastic technology company. We are making plastic smarter. So what is it? What is this market that this company is looking at? We're looking at a global polymer market that's growing from 300 million tons at a rate of between 3 to 5% every year. We want to put one of our technologies into all of it. That's where we're going. And what are those technologies? There's three. By adding 1% of our intellectual property into a plastic bag like this, we can make it biodegradable, we can make it antimicrobial, or we can just give it tracing technology to try and help eliminate the risk of counterfeiting. So what's driving our business right now, and why is it taking so long? To get legislation in place that prefers the use of biodegradable plastics takes time. But now we have legislation in something like 15 countries that support this type of technology. You'll see that places like the UAE and the places like Rwanda, places like Morocco, places like Pakistan, all have legislation in place and going through the process of enforcement. This is big. We talk about 300 million tons of plastic. If all legislation changed that preferred our type of technology, you're talking about a serious amount of value coming into this company. But we've only started this road, and we have millions of people that are obliged to use our technology in their bags. in their packaging, in their drinking straws, in their bottles. They need to be made biodegradable. You need to control the life of the plastic. That's what we do. This is not a crop-based technology. This is making normal plastic, which is the industry that trillions of dollars have been spent. We are making it smarter. That's what this business is all about. And this slide tells you about some of the products that we have. These products are in some of the world's most leading brands. And you'll see in these pictures, shampoo bottles into NH Hotel Group. You'll see the Ibis Hotel Group. So when you go into a hotel, just think about those disposals. These companies, these organizations are very environmentally responsible. And again, you'll see the Marriott Group. Go into Marriott in Europe, North Africa, you'll find this D2W logo, our technology, inside their bags. Why? Because they're environmentally very concerned and responsible. Some of the brands, but I have to add, they're not global. They are in various different countries. Carrefour. Carrefour, the world's second largest supermarket, many times greater in size than Tesco here in the UK. They now have our technology in their shopping bags in 5 countries. They're actually our partners in Morocco, where the law changed to enforce the use of this technology. And then, over the last 2 years, we launched a huge range of antimicrobials, going from antibacterial to antifungals to odor absorbers, insecticides, anti-fouling, huge. Not just going into plastics like this particular one which I hold in front of me, but going into just about everything. And this list, which I don't have time to go through, tells you about some of the applications where we got serious demand. Part of our R&D spend, put it into a toothbrush, put it into a water tank, put it into clothing, put it into shoes, put it into garbage bags, put it into bags like this, put it into your credit card. You wouldn't believe how much bacteria you got on that plastic credit card. Put our technology in there, and you can keep on spending without a health problem, maybe a financial problem, I don't know. Then into food applications. What's this all about? Bacteria. You hear it in the press all day long. Buy chicken, it's full of bacteria. That bacteria goes onto the packaging. So you are picking up your hands bacteria, you're putting it with other products. Our technology put into that packaging will kill the bacteria. It makes your product, your food, safer to use. But then again, there are other important attributes to the technology. Putting it into things like bread will help increase the shelf life of the bread. The finished product is far more valuable than the packaging. So we've just made the plastic more valuable than the end product itself, because we're extending the life by stopping the mold, or giving the food producer more opportunity to take out the chemical preservatives. Reduced to chemical preservatives, their customers get to feel the products are more natural. They are. They're also going to save costs. Very important. These are the markets that we're working in, multi-billion-dollar markets, and we're very advanced in a lot of these negotiations and trials that we're doing. And this is what we referred to in our recent RNS that we put out to the market. We explained the drop-in cells, which was only small, and we talked about what was going on, reading through that RNS, telling everybody what we were doing, indicates that there are many things within our pipeline. Here's an example. Here's bread. You will find that we have the control samples without any of our active ingredient in, and the samples with our ingredient in, all in the plastic, not in the bread. This is showing we've extended the life of the bread by 10 days. We could show you slides on cheese. We could show you slides on fruit. We could show you slides on rice. It goes on and on and on. This is a global play for anyone that's concerned with food wastage, or anyone that's concerned with health and hygiene. So we put a significant amount of money into R&D compared to our size, which of course affects the trading performance, but not where we see the direction that we're going. Behind our main technology, which is D2W, that's where our revenues are. We have legislation driving it right now. We have implementation and enforcement. That's what happens after legislation. We're in that process in those countries. It takes time, but I think we're a long way down that tunnel. We can see enforcement going on in some of our major markets during the latter part of last year and the beginning part of this year. This legislation is more than just for carrier bags. It's for all plastic packaging. And then, of course, we have the only eco-label in the world. Imagine a piece of plastic having an eco-label. That can be achieved with our technology. So the debate grows. What do we do about plastic pollution? There's only one answer. Continue to use the plastic and put our technology inside. So on D2P, no revenues yet, but we think we're going to make some serious revenues during this year and the following. We have 6 product lines already in position. Trials and evaluations going on and sales beginning to start. And we had the appointment of another independent director on our board in the last 2 to 3 months. Managing director of Summerstone Group, a multi-million-dollar investment house that acquired shares in this company at a 22% premium to the share price, and a warrant at 15p, which was virtually double the share price at the time. And me, I just showed further commitment, adding to the millions of shares that I already hold. I bought 750,000 shares at 10p. So our business news flow, I can't and don't have the time to go through it all, but anyone that wants to come to our stand, I can take you through it. But essentially, we're working with an $80 billion company that's in consumer goods that wants and have paid for us to make their products degradable. We work with a $50 billion polymer company. They know everything there is to know about polymers. They think how antimicrobials can offer real value to our business. We have a collaboration with Janssen's Pharmaceutical, part of the Johnson & Johnson group, on one of these technologies that goes into this product. We are working with multi-billion-dollar companies and shown successful trials in many different applications. This is our business. We think this business is going to move. That's where I invested. Our board is strong, it's powerful. It's headed by Nerd Stevo. He's a member of the European Parliament. But I have little time to go for the detail of the rest of the board. The share overview, there are no big shareholders. They're all mainly small shareholders, sub 5%. But the top 3 is basically myself and the Summerstone Group. And between us, we own something like 37%. The rest is actually in public hands with some institutional funding inside. Market capitalization at the moment, as of Friday, was around about 11 million. Thank you very much.